Hello, hello, and welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. We'll wait for you to find that we are live and ready to go. Okay. Please remember to hit the like button on your way in. Let's see what's showing up for you for all signs. Oof, my body is sore. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my joints. I've been hitting the weights. I've been lifting heavy stuff for work. My body's feeling it. Welcome in, KC526. And I'm going to go right back at it again tonight. Hello, Tiger's Eye. Hello, Deanna. All right. Coffee's been in the fridge all morning. I got like a super cold fridge, like super cold. So that, like, I only had to add 2 ice cubes. I was like, oh my God, it might be like watery, muddy shit, but it's not, which is good. All right. Hello, Yolanda. Erica. What's going on, Aaron? Oh, hey, by the way, for the members, I will probably come out tomorrow for you guys. Hopefully. I plan to try to come back out tomorrow night after I handle family affairs and do things with the boy, you know. All right. We're going to start in order. We're going to just see what happens. Why do I feel like I should use that deck? Stick with the first thought. We'll see. I haven't used this in a while, so we'll use it. All right. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Let's start with Aries. Here we go. Okay. I have to ask Aries. Maybe this is for you, or maybe it was luck of the hand. What's going on, Aries? King of Cups. Queen of Cups. They kind of up and down with the emotions of things. Is that what's going on? Has that been a theme for you? Has that been what's on your mind? Have you been trying to get focus of it or trust the process? Some of you, I feel like it's been like you've been trying to let go of situations that felt like they just didn't matter when it came to love, the excitement of playing with love. Maybe the lack of moving forward in a direction. I get like you were trying to accept this or make sure that you wouldn't be fooled again. Hold on. Let's keep going. We're going to give you a little bit more. That's too easy. Let's give you something else. Give me the energy on Aries, please. What's showing up for Aries? What's showing up for them? Some of you guys, the message I need to tell you, and you'd be lying to me if you told me that it's not correct. You'd be lying. You'd be lying to the lion. Is you have love on your mind. The cards are straight up telling me you have love on your mind. You think about this a lot. This is your thoughts, the theme. You can't stop thinking about this. I just can feel the energy. What the fudgicle? Here we go. And here, this is the card that told me. Holy shoot, it showed up. Oh my! I feel like MacGyver. like if you've ever seen the TV show back in the 90s, early 90s, MacGyver, where he just like made stuff out of thin air. I feel like that just came out of thin air, and it just like slapped my hand just to illustrate what's going on with you. Others of you could also be trying not to let the emotional distractions of the things that have happened get in the way of your smile or your happiness. Trying to stay too productive or feel too proud to feel the anxiety of a situation. Okay, let's keep going. Welcome in and thank you for being here. Show me something for Aries. What's showing up? What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Aries? Why do some of you, I get the energy like you're either going to be trying something brand new or looking to try something brand new, something more that excites you. Some of you, whether it's at a distance from you or it's something on your body, a new fragrance. I did smell cologne. You could be trying new kind of fragrances, whether you're a woman or a male, whether it's perfume or cologne, or find yourself attracted to a scent that you normally weren't attracted to in the past. What? I don't know. Here we go. And there's the Tower in the past. Whatever. I wasn't even looking at the cards. Just feeling my own energy off of sitting here trying to pull your energy. Let's go. Aries. What's showing up for Aries? Oh. Some of you are trying to not. Some of you guys know that the key to your happiness is blocking the past, is leaving the past behind you. Kind of accept. I get like you're just accepting things. It's a matter of you don't want to be stressed out. If it left you in the cold, you've accepted the change of it. You could also be very productive or focused on career goals or manifesting more money. Some of you, it's a matter of making your money make more money for you, whatever that's about, with the Four of Pentacles following the King of Pentacles. That could also be a home purchase, wanting to buy something that's bigger than what you have today, whatever that's about. Let's go. Okay, I feel what you're doing. I get it. I totally get what you're doing, or what at least what the tarot's telling me you're trying to do. A lot of you want to finesse like the happiness, the outcome, the long road ahead is what it says, is what I feel on this. Now, before we go to that, what I'm seeing with the Ace of Swords to the Eight of Cups reversed to the Eight of Swords, to the Eight of Wands reversed to the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I don't feel necessarily. I feel like your mind doesn't want to be stumbled or have any blocks with anything that's going to get in your way at this time. This makes me feel like you're not going to accept that. Some of you could be a potential offer you just don't trust. Something about that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, a lack of trust of it, wanting to build on the foundation, or feeling like it's going to be a burden to your money pit, or to saving. Or even if it's not saving, it could be a potential buy. Others of you, there might have been situations that you were trying to move towards with the Two of Pentacles to the Page of Wands to the Knight of Cups, where emotionally it just wasn't fulfilling. And then you are saying, no, it wasn't, in reverse. You're like, no, it wasn't. I almost get like, for you, it almost felt like it wasn't the right direction or destiny. Show me something else for Aries. What's showing up? You just didn't. I'm done. You didn't trust a situation, or you knew you couldn't trust a situation. Some of you, it was almost as if not every Aries out there is going to be high ridden with anxiety, but some people have high ridden anxiety, whether they'll admit it or not. Well, I feel like you knew you couldn't trust a situation and you had to move on. You had to say, okay, about a judge. Look at Chariot. You had to move on. You were like, no, I'm done with this situation. I don't want to lose peace of mind. And I feel like you're focused more on manifesting the things you can produce in the world. This is what I'm seeing for the zodiac sign of Aries. So a lot of you may not want to focus on the things of the past that have bothered you. And I get the theme here. The theme I'm feeling is you've been trying to release your thoughts or your feelings towards that. and toward that could be platonic, that could be family, relationship as well. But what I'm really seeing is relationship or family connections that just didn't work out, whatever that's about for Aries. Let's go to Taurus. All right. Here we go. Taurus. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What's showing up? What's here for Taurus? It's either some of you are not wanting to come out of your shell right at this time, kind of like sticking your head back in the shell, or you're not. I feel a pullback on Taurus's energy. What the hell? All right, let's go. Oh, I keep getting the Hermit reverse, and something about pulling back and an escaping from things. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Some of you are just escaping from your own thoughts or feelings. Not wanting to run in circles as well. The Page of Swords reversed with the Eight of Swords reversed. Kind of knowing this or telling yourself over and over again, making sure you choose the right option. What's going on? Show me something for Taurus. What's showing up? You're wanting changes and rapid change. Something about wanting to see rapid change. You may also hear a lot of birds around you at this time. A lot of birds. I mean, like lots. Like at specific times of the day, you hear more birds than you would normally hear. And if you don't get that, you may see more crows than normally you would see. Whether it's a bunch flocking together or one by itself. Whatever that's about. Let's go. And what's weird is the next card that the next card it had showed me, but it didn't jump. There's another one. There's one single crow, but it had one crow on it. I mean, it wasn't that card. Clarify the Chariot upright. Taurus, what's going on? You're strategizing. Taurus is definitely in a strategy. You're trying to balance out strategy. What's going to work? What hasn't worked? Basically, not wanting to fumble the football. Whether you like basketball, baseball, not wanting to strike out. Not wanting, if you like soccer, not wanting the goal to get by you if you're the goalie. Going after the balance of it. What's going on? What's showing up for them? You could also have a little bit of discontent with something that you were working towards that feels like it just fell off or dropped off with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, it is a love situation. I do feel like the 8 to the Ace makes me feel like it's a love situation or it's both. Like it's a love situation that might have dropped off or felt like it was just not changing, shifting. Also, that could pertain around some Tauruses with more than one person. That'll make sense to you if this is your reading, by the way. The Eight of Pentacles reversed to the Ace of Cups. So why do I feel like your heart was shattered over a situation that you're moving on or I feel like you're trying to follow the flow of change. Kind of guide yourself in a new direction, but at the same, that's with the Chariot, like you're all about the momentum of it. With the Ace of Swords, balance upright, the Eight of Pentacles reversed to the Ace of Cups, though. When I get there, it seems like it could have been career and it could have been love. It feels like a little bit of both. Like one fell off, then the other one started to fall off. Or one thing got in front of the other. So maybe you had multiple love offers for some of you, but it feels more like multiple career situations. Let's keep going. Taurus. Thank you for the super chat, Alban. I just feel as if somebody feels like when it came to getting the readjustment or moving towards I almost, this is strange. I'm gonna say this because it just feels natural. I don't know why it feels so natural to say this, and this is almost like I'm reading somebody private right now. Um, it what I'm getting out of what now, like as I look at this, makes me feel like what had happened was somebody was trying to get on top of the ball. And it was like a mental thing. Like they were mentally trying to get in front of a situation, head, you know, full steed ahead. The chariot, two horses pulling the chariot, the ace of swords. They're thinking game. Their caps on. They're full bore on this, aiming for the balance. The eight of pentacles reversed with the ace of cups feels as if it didn't resurface or something fell off. And why I'm going to say fell off is because even though the wheel is upright, the victory before is in reverse. So somebody may feel like something was cut away from them, or they needed to cut free of something, whether it was better thoughts or heeding towards better celebrations, and not lying about what's going to make them content. You also, I felt this before I started reading, you need more sleep, Taurus. Whether you're sun, moon, or rising, you need more sleep. You definitely need more sleep. You need to get in like that cocoon, like. So where I was going with this message that I felt came out natural that I kind of skipped over was this. That's Ace of Swords energy in the Page of Swords reverse. I feel like you were rapidly spiritually learning, but at the same time that you were learning, it became very tiresome. It may have became very tiresome or made you feel a little restricted, or like you had to put your focus in certain areas that you could work with and let the ones that weren't working kind of fall off or back off. I got a back off energy. Let's keep going. Some of you are just backing off from the past and seeing the things that didn't work and not being emotionally available for it. Others of you, what it could be is the business could be you've been busy communicating or keeping your foot solid. Some of you, it just feels overwhelming with that Ten of Swords energy and you seeking change to the Six of Swords, looking for the risk, not wanting to feel stuck. Some of you could also feel like the situation you've been dealing with has been unhealthy or holding you back. There's a situation around you that feels like it's been holding back your stability. Also, your happiness is what this is telling me. I do feel like at times you emotionally try to block it or not feel confused with that Five of Swords energy because you're striving for balance, my dear Taurus. You're also focused on dedication and knowing your worth, not wanting to stress about health or finances, whether that's around you or for you. Some of you know that you're trying not to commit to believing the burden's not going to leave. Something about I need to commit to knowing and being patient, knowing the burden will leave. Because there was something around you that I feel like there was an energy around you that just felt like it was toxic or it was unhealthy or it wasn't wanting to shift out of a situation that felt like this. I even feel like at times you tried not to focus on it, is what that tells me. Let's go. Somebody close to you with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can indicate like ugliness. It can indicate sex with other people, whatever. I don't feel that on the Three of Swords today, or at least in your reading. What I feel in Taurus's reading is it's somebody around you that just hurt or was damaged and held it in. Somebody held this in, held that crying until they shattered or broke. Nine of Cups to the Queen of Cups. What's going on? Taurus. Ooh, somebody's struggling to move on and face that they got to face self-love, recondition themselves. I'm going to tell you, is this you? I don't feel like this is you. I really don't feel like this is you. I'm not even going to use the cards. I'm going to tell you, I don't think this is you. I think the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles, you could have been the older person in the scenario. Queen of Pentacles to me represents a wise individual. And I feel like the energy I'm trying to tell you is you might have seen somebody who was stuck with the movement or going towards the happiness, their sun. somebody that may be even afraid to love. Well, the other message I'm getting is some of you are starting to get prepared for love, even if you feel like it's not arriving right now. Emotionally, you're ready for it, is what it tells me. The King of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you have been giving a lot of love to your family or focusing on your family, and that could be what's been causing the just slowing things down with work. When I say with productive, like wanting to be productive somewhere and not doing it as much, or not focusing on as much as you want to. I do feel a lot of that I'm tired. I feel like I've been staying. I feel like I'm at work and I've been on my feet for almost 9 hours that I'm on concrete. I honestly feel like I'm standing right now. My feet feel tired. It lets me know that somebody is very tired. Somebody's trying to catch up. I feel like somebody's trying to catch up with how they're feeling. With basically get back to speed is what I feel on Taurus's energy. Here we go. Gemini. We'll go to Gemini after I have some coffee, maybe a cigarette, because Taurus just wore me out. Hello, nobody in the chat. My phone says there's 0 people here. Come on, telephone. You only cost $1,000, $1,200, some crazy odd amount, whatever the hell it was. Phones today are ridiculous. Everything's getting ridiculous. But I think you're all aware of that. Here we go. Gemini. Gemini. Thanks, Alban. I happened to catch a comment. And I think you sent a super chat. We know we're on Gemini. If anybody asks, chat, let them know we're on Gemini. We'll put that up there for a minute. Here we go. What's the message for Gemini? What's showing up? Don't let the thoughts or feelings of other people trigger you right now, Gemini. I got to start out with that. All right? All right. And I'm going to tell you a little secret sauce message for Gemini. Let me give you a secret sauce message. I feel like emotionally, do not let anybody play with your feelings, imagination, or thoughts. What I mean by that is don't let anything get in the way right now. Don't let anybody piss you off kind of energy. I feel they need to make you feel like powerful, like they can't touch your energy. Just bear that in mind. Whatever that is going. Let's go. What's showing up for Gemini? What's showing up for Gemini? I don't usually say something like this, but I'm feeling like very like I should just say it. So I'm just gonna say it. Gemini. Any sign for that matter. People can suck. So you may have to suck that up or just not sweep it under the rug. Not even let it bother you. Let it laugh about it, kind of. Let it be a dead end. Just make that decision too. Make that decision. Don't let anybody wear down your emotions or make you wonder about them. Clarify anything you can for Gemini. What's going on? Some of you, it could have been a relationship or a business that did this to you. The Hangman with the Page of Cups makes me feel like for some of you it was a relationship. So maybe the message I'm missing is it was a business relationship because you got double business. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it mess your health up. Keep your thoughts clear and pure. Look at this. Don't have any anxiety towards this. Just make that decision. Let the crows caw, 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 caw. They're always going to come around and try to shit on your parade or anybody's parade. Don't let that bother you. Some of you are trying to make a decision on if you're going to complete, whether some of you are going to either complete something in a love situation that made you feel incomplete, or they just made you feel like very unhappy, or you're going to complete a decision with career. Oh my God, King of Pentacles. Yeah, I get that. And he's sitting down, but he's staring at that shiny ass gold coin that's like bigger than his head. I saw that with one shuffle. I feel like that's you thinking ahead about career. Also, the message here is don't let anybody keep you stuck. That hangman energy in the Eight of Swords, be very, very, very observant of how you feel. Emotionally disconnect from anything that disturbs your happiness or gets in the way, whether it's career or family. Illustrated. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you, my Geminis. I'm talking to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anything get in the way of your happiness. I feel like the message here is if you feel like you've had to fight too hard for something, I think you're well enough, smart enough to know you can manifest something else and say goodbye to something. You could. I also feel emotionally it may empower you, or you may just be very intuitive to the surroundings around you. I feel like you're gonna have a hard time looking away from this situation, whatever this energy is around you. But the message here is clear. Don't let it bother you. I feel like if anything strikes you down or makes you feel uncomfortable, release it before it can, and focus on where you want to see yourself be. I feel like you're going to become very productive, or you're well respected, but sometimes no matter how well you can become respected, there's always those people that want to gossip or run their mouth, or those two-faced lying ass bitch ass people. You know what I'm saying? Just those toxic, one shuffle, those toxic ass bitches. Don't let that be your thing. Knight of Pentacles, do the cool walk. Do the stride and make that the judgment and the outcome for you. They may secretly not be happy inside with themselves, while I feel like you're fighting for the happiness inside of yourself. Others of you may also feel like a love situation didn't show up for you the way it was supposed to, with great passion or regard or concern for your well-being. That's why you've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and that's why I feel like you're not trying to focus on that. And I don't feel like you're supposed to let anybody course any lies or direction in your mind that are going to upset you. Run wild with your imagination right now and your victories, my beautiful Geminis. A lot of you are keen or smart, very smart. Good ingenuity, kind of. And I feel emotionally you hold back on that. You resist showing it to the world as much as you let your inner knowing know, like maybe your inner child. What I'm going to tell you is the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands. This makes me feel like you know about what's went down in the past, and you're at a point where you're supposed to continue to be like, it can't bother me. I won't let this bother me. Emotionally, if it comes in rocky, I gotta cut it out. It's not worth the frustration or the confusion. I feel a lot of you, it's because you've recognized, some people aren't going to be there to want to see you win, or some people, it's not a matter of, I feel like somebody wants to dethrone you, Gemini, as much as I feel like people will pretend they're your friend when they really just don't give a shit about you. Watch out for that, and make sure you let it become part of your past and you don't fall through with the lies and deception of a situation. And I do believe that helps you get balance, and that makes you stronger and attain more power towards the celebrations you want to run towards. That's what I see for Gemini. So your reading is very simple. Basically, just don't focus on anything that could upset you. I want you to remember this part. From now until your season's over, until maybe even the first 2 weeks of Cancer season, if anything bothers you, Gemini, what I want you to remember is this. Take this with you if you take anything from my reading. Anytime something comes in at you, or you hear of some bullshit that's being pushed under the rug, or they're trying to make you feel unappreciated or devalued, or whatever the problem is. The problem isn't with the decision you've made. It's the decisions around you of what they reflect towards you. Now, some of you, it may have something to do with a hierarchy situation or people just being, I get a two-faced energy. Watch out for two-faced energy. I just feel the need to tell you, you may see a lot of that in the next 6 weeks. All right? And don't let it distract you from your victories. I feel like you're going to see that happen. Not every one of you will, but some of you just may. All right, let's go to Cancer. Here we go. Cancer. Woo, give me a second. It's getting hot in here. Let me take those off. Oh, it's way too warm in here. Maybe I should shut that down. Yeah, I think I will. All right, here we go. Gemini. Man, that was going to make me sweat if I kept that on. I don't need the shades on. I keep those on my head literally till I go to work, because if I forget the ones, I have a couple pair. I've had a lot of pairs, but my son's broke all the nice ones. So now I just buy cheap sunglasses because it's not worth losing all that money. So what, I have a couple pair. I don't know if I have a pair in the car, so I usually keep those on my head until, because I wake up and it's so bright out. I mean, I wake up, I finish with work. I watch the different times throughout the night, and I get to see all like 5 o'clock is so gorgeous looking in the morning. But I leave around 7 and the sun is beaming, and I'm like, oh hell no, because I got to be able to drive, see, and not have a headache on the way home. All right, here we go. Let's go to Cancer. And I have done it a couple times where I don't have them, and I'm like, man, I wish I had them. I'm not really a visor guy, and usually I have stuff on my visors. Here we go. I'm not a hat guy either. I don't wear hats unless it's freezing ass cold outside. Then I'll wear like a winter beanie. Here we go. Cancer. What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Cancer? A couple more shuffles, please, for them. Here we go. What's going on with Cancer? Are you saving money and spending money at the same time? That's what this tells me. Some of you guys are wanting to invest your money or save more money, but you might also be playing with your money. The Four of Wands to the King of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like you know. So some of you might have just went out for a night out and had a good time recently, or some of you know you should be putting the money away, but you want to have enjoyment. So not wrong with doing both, as long as you're balancing it. And notice, hence, the last card that came out for you was balance. Make sure that if you're going out and having a good time, you're also saving and investing in what you want for yourself or for later on. All right, let's keep going. What's going on with Cancer? Okay, that's very clear. Some of you have given up some of you have not wanted to feel any mental stress or focus on anything that makes you feel incomplete. And that's the word. I can't really say it any other way. This is like, I don't want to feel incomplete. You came out after that upright. The Four of Swords with the Three of Wands. Anything that feels like, I don't want to say feels reckless, but I feel the energy. Anything that doesn't feel fulfilling, or you feel, let's find out. You don't want to deal with anything that makes you feel like it's going to throw you out. So let me get this straight. The reading's telling me the Chariot to the Knight of Cups to the Three of Cups. Like, you want the celebrations. You want the love. You want it. And if you say, I don't want to be in love, I want to be by myself, why the frick are you watching tarot? Why are you watching in this one especially? But let me tell you something. The Lovers to the Knight. That tells me Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, the Lovers, the Knight of Wands. You want to play with someone else, or you want to you want to see it build, have the strength of it show up. But you're also sick of feeling like, it ends up in a garbage truck. It becomes disposal energy. Clarify the star under the chariot. Cancer. What is here for Cancer? What's showing up? You may be hoping and wishing to manifest something that comes towards you. So some of you, whether you're manifesting very creatively, or you're either being very, you could be, I get two energies on you. You're being very creative at this time with your manifestations, and your manifestations are setting themselves up for your future. And if it's not that, then you're being very spontaneous, whatever that's about. The star, the devil, reversed, because you're not wanting to shift into a situation that is unhealthy. The Ace of Wands, and I felt spontaneous. I felt creativity all over you. Give me something else for Cancer. What's showing up? Not trying to have any worry or regret right now, or focus on that. Whether you're a man or a woman, and I'm going to say it, that you're trying. Some of you, you don't have to be codependent, but some of you, I don't feel it's like you're stuck in the past. I feel like where you're suspended is with the outcomes, the judgments, and being, some of you, it's knowing that you've been alone for too long and not wanting to be alone anymore, wanting to see an ending to that, wanting to have that option to show up, to arrive, to start proceeding towards you. That great opportunity. And I feel like that's both sexes. I can't say it any other way. I felt male energy before I felt woman when I was reading that. Let's go. The Wheel reversed. It just feels like it's not propelling. It's not showing up. It's not heeding victory. Six of Wands reversed. So some of you have prepared yourself for that outcome or that situation is what it tells me. You want to see it build, but it feels like it's not building. Some of you, you're trying not to let it confuse you or distract you. Something about I can't let it distract my mental clarity or worry about it. I can't be worried about it with that Eight of Swords in reverse. The Three of Pentacles did want to show up in reverse. King of Cups. I just get a lack energy when it comes to momentum. It doesn't feel like your pocketbook. Some of you, maybe you got to focus a little bit harder on a career goal and go after that. Some of you may need to hear that. But the majority of you, it feels like this is a love reading. This feels like I'm tapping into love more than anything. And it's not wanting to have the anxiety, the fear. It's not wanting to have anxiety, fear, or confusion. I dropped those two on this, or confusion of standing alone, secretly knowing you want to see a rebirth or change, or just or you're waiting the arrival of it. Some of you, it's not wanting time to pass you by, not wanting too much time to go by or miss out on a love situation. And I feel like you're so some of you do believe you're trusting it's possible, but you're kind of telling yourself it's not going to happen, or it's not going to I'm going to say it, it's not going to sustain, it's not going to move like a well-oiled machine, or like a horse with a powerful strong heartbeat. You may just feel like it's going to walk away, or that'll be the verdict or outcome for you, that the foundation will flourish. I don't like this, but that's what it's telling me. And I feel like the message for you is you've got to fight for balance. If you don't take the risks or communicate the right path, or condition the right emotions and feelings, then you stay the wounded warrior. The Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups. So some of you emotionally are working towards better thinking, is what this tells me. You know that that's the outcome. I need to move towards better thinking. Move, double move again, because that's going to change. That's going to bring in the direction. Others of you are just tired of betrayal. This is betrayal. And you know that a lot of you got, so for you, if you're a Cancer sign that you didn't get the invite or you didn't get the clarity at one point later in life, you got the clarity. This is what this is telling me. You got the clarity on the situation about what was emotionally going down in the past. Maybe that somebody may have made you a tag along. You may have felt like a tag along when it came to something you wanted to see growth with. And I feel like if you felt like you lacked clarity in a situation, you got the final judgment or outcome. And now you're focusing more on what's good for you, not the damages that have been done, trying to kind of humble yourself and look ahead. And the magic key for you is continue to hope that you can get true love, and you just may. I'm going to leave you with that. All right. Leo. Leo. All right. Here we go. All right, Leo. What's showing up for Leo? What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Leo? Ooh, this one stood up. You're gonna be making some decisions. Some of you, it's choosing a path, a direction. Here we go. Leo, what's showing up? Start here. It's weird how they always never show me the card. It's very rare they do. I get it. It happens once in a great while. Okay, so some of you are choosing the right direction. That's going to lead you either towards happiness or the sunshine or the better outcome. The Nine of Swords. Others of you are not really wanting to have really a pity party, or some of you, the message is keep your thoughts clear. Keep your thoughts clear. You also may need to really trust yourself at this time with the High Priestess next to that. Trust that the thoughts that may upset you, don't let them upset you. If you have repressed thoughts, recognize them, and then start to really go with inside of yourself and trust yourself with what you feel internally with that High Priestess. Let's go. What's going on? Some of you, it's going to have a lot to do with how you condition the emotional attachments, the things that maybe make you happy. Some of you, the happiness right now that you're working on is trying to emotionally structure career. Maybe some of you, it's career. Some of you, what's been on your mind is career and love. Career and the connection of love. Wanting to have goals for yourself, but maybe even be attached to a situation where the goals work together, whatever that's about. You have the higher learning card. I'm going to go to the bottom. Ten of Swords. So the easiest way to get to the High Priestess, to the Hierophant, to learn or do a little more internal work is the Ten of Swords to the Queen of Cups, to let go of the burdens that emotionally have struck you down. Don't let anything emotionally deter you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that happen. Be kind with others and with yourself at this time. Go to the bottom again. If there's any conflicts, they're not for you at this time. You may come in conflicts, or you may see a lot of conflicts. See them for what they are and laugh about them. That's what the High Priestess and the Hierophant's telling me. Just because it may be throwing somebody else off balance, Or if you feel off balance or stuck, sometimes the best answer is, what am I not changing in the past? What is throwing me off? What is making me feel like I'm missing out on my victories? The answer is emotionally connect within, Leo. Whether you're a woman or a man, I'm telling you. Some of you, it's releasing things that were very hurtful, maybe with children, maybe in a love structure. You got to cut free of that. I feel like you need to reinvent yourself at this time. Anything that comes towards you that lies to you, dispose of it. Put it in a garbage disposal. Cut free of it. The wheels just makes me feel like move on from it. You're not like the emperor in reverse, like a rock in a hard place. You're not there. You may have felt that way financially for a while for some Leos, but emotionally, I feel like just keep moving. Don't let go. Strategize. Some of you got to stay on your focus. Keep focusing on what's going to work for you, because I feel like you've been trying to do this with the Hermit reversed, the Seven of Cups, the Chariot reversed, the Ace of Swords, giving it a lot of thought, but not reaping the benefit of the balance. And you'd be lying about the strength of how strong you've been trying to be, but I do feel like there's support out there helping you. There's angels on that. There's angel wings on that man's back. So that tells me there's somebody out there looking out for you. There's a higher good, and I dropped that on the Hierophant, the higher calling. There's a higher good out there looking out for you. Thank you for the super chat. Here we go. I feel like what it's trying to tell me is you're going to continue to go towards things that, if you go towards stuff and they make you feel the Three of Hearts or the Seven of Pentacles, kind of resisting or not wanting to go towards change. They don't want to change. I feel like what you do is you start learning or focusing on what you can change, maybe for yourself, not focused on the judgments or the lack of risk that others take. I feel like if there's a judgment, so some of you, it's taking more risks and not worrying about the outcome of it. Others of you, some of you, that's what it is. And just rushing towards that with the Six of Swords energy, moving in, going with the flow, but also knowing that it's best for you and inviting the change, making the momentum of it. That's the Eight of Wands, making the momentum of it for you. That's what I have for Leo. Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Queen of... And I get this energy, like if people try to come in towards you negatively or distract you, you're not going to put up with the shit. You just don't care. Something about you, you're like, I'll block that, or I'll keep myself at a distance from it. You know that song, Come to My Window, where you'll be like, yo, you can stay behind the pane glass kind of energy. Like you're not going to let anything upset you or play with your happiness. I think once you get to a place of feeling like cleansed, it's really hard to keep somebody upset. And that's the power of healing. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? You'll get upset for a moment, but you won't hold on to it for long, because you'll look at it like, what's the fucking point? Here we go. Let's go to Virgo. Here we go. Virgo. What's showing up for Virgo? Somebody could be learning a new career. I just saw the Eight of Pentacles in the way the ladies look. I've had that card come out multiple times. Almost every time I feel a different energy on it. This time, I feel like somebody's being productive with a career or learning how to learn a direction in a career, Virgo. Whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Starting over, starting fresh. Are you starting fresh with something? Some of you, it's cutting free from anything of the past that hurts you. That's all it tells me so far. And building. You're very, very, I feel like you're very goal-oriented. I don't feel like it's so much a love situation. I feel like it's productive with career or health. Career and health on you. Career health and being emotionally available for yourself or maybe for your family, your immediate family at that. Huh. Some of you it's yourself. If you don't have a lot of family around you or you don't deal with your family, it's yourself. But if you're a Virgo and you have family, it's like you could be the parent. Virgo is what I'm getting. But you start with the death and rebirth, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups reversed, the Six of Swords reversed. So it looks like you came to the realization something that once was you needed to emotionally distance yourself from. With the King of Cups reversed, with the Six of Wands reversed, the Two of Cups reversed to the Ace of Pentacles tells me that this just tells me there was an ending and it could have been in marriage or a relationship. You held on as long as you could, kind of energy, until enough was enough. Some of you might have even felt like you had to tell your imagination that it wasn't your fault. You might have dealt with a tricky ass person. Just going to put that out there. The Page of Pentacles, it may not be everybody. The Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands to the Six of Swords to the Fool. This is where you start to come in my reading. What you did with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. But I feel like that was your imagination investing in seeing a situation for what it was or accepting the ending of a situation, allowing it to be what it is. And then I see you like this. But then it's like, I feel like you're really trying to stay productive or build money, finances. Also, I hope none of you are having problem with somebody's health younger than you as well. And if you are, some of you, the answer is yes, you'll get balance. Because as I said that, they could be an earth sign or have a lot of earth placements, by the way. There's another message. Don't get confused that you're going to end up with happiness either. So if you've been fending a lot for yourself, feel like this fending a lot energy. Don't get do not only Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords is here, but Seven to the Sun to the Five. Do not get confused or let your burdens outweigh your victories right now. It's kind of your secret message. Like if I had to give you something. I feel like I'm giving a single person a reading. I feel like a single person's more focused. I feel like the focus a single person's doing right now is they're trying to block out the destruction or the drama or the antics of a bad situation they dealt with. So you, Virgo, I feel like you're trying to do that. I feel like you know you need to be free of that. You know you can't lie about the situation in love that you had to get away from or move away from because it might have been toxic or just unhealthy or played its time. You might have shared it. You might have invested in something until the investment, became like ash and just crumbled in your hands, like fell through your hands like ash or sand. Now, what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords to the Fool, to the Three of Cups, to the Star, to the King of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be very focused on. I feel like you're supposed to take risks towards not only new happy people or places or manifestations within what you want. I feel like on career and on excitement with people. I feel like you're supposed to do both. Shock yourself with seeing yourself with people that make you happy, whether that's girlfriends, a new boyfriend, a new group of people, or bringing in more finances, something like that. Here we go. And the two cards it showed me, which is pretty awesome, was the Eight of Pentacles. I saw the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. But they didn't come flying out. The Queen of Cups and the Judgment. Close your emotions off to anything that disrupts your happiness. Just because you might have dealt with something that was distracting you or upsetting you. I feel like your message here is you've learned that you've learned how to become more empowered with inside of yourself and not give it the business or the time of the day. Not let it basically reject you or make you lose sleep over it. I just get this acceptance energy on you. Like you've accepted a situation that may have come to a dead ass halt. You've gotten strength, whether you got all the truth and clarity out of the situation. You did get a lot of frustration out of it. But I feel like what you're doing now is your momentum's playing with building towards the happiness you can go after. Emotionally, don't be distracted about the things that you might have wanted Just focus on your goals right now. And I bet while you do that, that's when change comes rushing in. The minute you emotionally release something, that celebration wants to show up for you. That's what I've got for Virgo. All right. Here we go. Libra. 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 What do we have for Libra? What's showing up? What's the message for Libra? What's showing up? Some of you are getting truth and clarity about a love situation, or you're kind of glad you did. Some of you are glad that you kind of, you didn't play with something. Oh my God, some of you are glad that you didn't that you didn't go too far on a journey or overlook at a situation. I feel like you're glad that some of you, it's glad that you're either on your own or being fiercely independent. Something about fierce. I keep seeing a lion with a magician. Oh, the strength is in reverse. Some of you are trying to become more fierce with your thinking habits or your thought process as well. That brings in more lucrative energy. So either you want to buy something with your money, or you're trying to be more lucrative with I just get like you want to be more lucrative with the way you manifest cash flow, but at the same time, you don't want to be duped in love. You don't want anybody to mess with your stability. You also may feel very intolerant to passion if it feels like it lacks real love or trust. Something about these two cards make me feel love, like love and trust. Like if it comes towards you and it shows up just to walk away, I feel like you're not about it. I feel like you're like, I've already planted those seeds, and emotionally, I don't want to be distracted. I just get this energy where it's like I don't want to be tempered or mistreated, misguided. Something about don't you dare misguide me kind of energy. Yeah, because you'll run. Something about if you try that, I'll either fly away or I'll run away. Some of you women might have also, maybe a man, but it feels more like a woman. Some of you women might have also been like, I told that itch, even though you might not have called her an itch, that's my lingo. You might have said, I told that some B, they should have listened. And I feel like it was a woman on a woman. Now, somebody could feel they did this to you, or you did this to them. Where somebody, you looked back, I feel like you looked at a situation and seen somebody wasn't listening. Something about you may have seen somebody wasn't listening or paying attention in your energy. You may have watched. So there's two messages. Either you've seen somebody being lied to in an outcome and a judgment, and you kind of had to wash your hands of it. The judgment, the Empress, the Seven of Swords. That could have been you with the love situation, or the person you were, the great contender you dealt with. Other storyline is if it wasn't somebody around you, I feel like you're not willing to sacrifice for the wrong, for somebody to come in and lie to you. I feel like if they try, you'll put them out. Look at this. You'll put them out. That's the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Somebody tries to come in lying, you're like, nah, get away from me. Emotionally, I feel like you'll expose that they're not healthy. I don't think you'll put up with it. Look at this. Five of Cups reversed. I feel like if you feel like it's giving all the wrong coins or it's not giving fairly, you're not going to let it be a part of your burdens. I don't see you doing that. Give me something else. That did want to show up. You're not going to. So if something is chaotic or makes you feel like you have to move away, I feel like the answer here is you're probably going to move away from the energy. This could be one or more people, by the way. You don't want to. It wanted to come out. You do not want to be confused. You're not going to put up with anybody who makes you feel anybody who would try to dull your confidence or your shine, you're not going to deal with it. You will not communicate with it. You're not going to let it put you down. You're not going to let it spear you. You're not going to move towards it. You're not going to work with it. If you feel like it needs balance or it's not showing proper balance, you're like, deuces, I'm out. And I feel like you've already made that decision. Whether it's a love situation or just the people around you, I feel like you're not going to let anybody spark the things that intrigue you at this time. I feel like that's the answer. I feel like you'll just ignore it or cut free of them. I almost want to say almost be like the wiser. I feel like you're going to be the wiser or be very sharp. Makes me feel very sharp with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords like that. You'll see through the objective of how to respond for the most part. That's what it's telling me. Okay, whatever that's about. Here we go. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. In just a second. Oh, here we go. Scorpio. I gotta hurry up. I gotta get to work by 10 o'clock. Shit. And I'm not changed for it, but that doesn't take me long. Here we go. Scorpio. Thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Please remember to hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, it's free. Here we go. Scorpio, the Emperor. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. So I feel like you're working towards more goal-oriented, more money. The Emperor. I feel like you're trying to boss up or produce as much money as possible. Just have enough currency, money, ebb and flows of life. Some of you, with the messages, you may feel like there's not enough time in the day to make enough money, whatever that's about. The ones that are, whoever's being very productive or trying to get something about getting too much done in a day, wanting to get too much done in a day. There you are again. That's not your card. But I started when I was saying what I was saying. I saw the Emperor and I saw the Knight of Pentacles, and I had to run with my feelings for this. What's going on, Scorpio? Some of you, what it is you're probably, some of you could be wanting to focus on your career. What is this about career? Maybe materialism. Some of you, it's career materialism, or it's career and a nightlife. That's what it says. Some of you are ignoring phone calls or messages, or at night, somebody that tries to message you, they can't get through. Somebody you may have dealt with may tried to reach to you at night. I hope they don't just show up at night either. That's like the worst. Queen of Pentacles, especially if you don't want them to. The Queen of Pentacles to the Magician. You're not going to let anything stress you out right now. Hell no. You're not about that. Something about you're not about that. You're aware of this. Go to the bottom. You're not. The Queen of Pentacles, the Magician. I feel like you're really just going to go towards the things that make you feel constructively happy, or the right investments. Something about I need to invest in myself, but I also need to have a little bit of a life. Like that's what I'm feeling on you. The Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands, and going after that strongly, knowing that that's probably what's best for you right now. The Fool with Judgment. Something about you wanting to, some of you are getting closer. I'm going to say it. I feel like some of you are trying to get closer with spirit, whether it's spirit ancestors or learning more about spirit background, maybe even watching things with spiritual things a little bit more than you have in the past. I don't know if it has something to do with some of you. If I'm missing it, it could be like spirits around you helping you. Others of you, it could be something more like you're playing a little more in learning a bit more about it, maybe watching more paranormal stuff or more stuff that's spiritual. You know, whether it's something like this or a different version of it, paranormal or demonology, whatever the hell. Here we go. I do feel like you're excited about building money. So why do I get the theme like you want to build money, you want to have fun, build money, have fun, and not have health issues come up? And there's the build. I feel like you're about all of it. Make sure you're giving your body enough rest as you're going out and having a good time, though. Some of you are trying to invest in the next great move. Strength, the Three of Pentacles, the three, double three, master number 33 with strength, the number 8. You're actually working with the universe to have it help you, propel you towards a victory or an outcome. Like a win, aiming for a win. Others, there's a portion of you that may have recognized that you dealt with something. You might have felt like somebody was trying to string you along, or you might have realized that somebody was the great puppet master, great manipulator. You might have dealt with a great manipulator that if they tried to come back with roses, she would blatantly ignore that shit. Emotionally, she's deterred from it. She wants nothing but a new excitement to move on and happiness. To do what? To manifest for her, while she focuses on her career and her health and probably her home situation. I do see you wanting to have fun. Something about wanting fun to show up or start building emotional contentment. You could have dealt with a earth or air sign. Earth, air, or fire sign, by the way, that you're not speaking with as well. If this is your message, I feel like what you're doing is you're moving on towards the things that make you passionately excited. I feel like you know that's the right risks, and you're not going to let anything upset you or lose sleep over anything. Some of you made this decision quite some time ago, by the way, and haha, that's the haha card for you. It was the right decision. I feel like you made the right call. And who did that? My dear Scorpios did that. You did that. Some of you did that. You might have even held on or let them hold on. And somebody might have bit off more they could. So I feel like somebody you dealt with bit off more than they could chew with you. You know, emotionally was not learning. They were staying confused, whatever that's about. The past was a part of their present and too much of their present. That's what I'm seeing. We're going to move on. Here we go. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. Showing up for Sagittarius. What's showing up for Sagittarius? What's showing up for Sagittarius energy, please? Here we go. I give. Some of you, this may not be everybody's message. This feels very specific. Six of Swords to the High Priestess reversed to the Eight of Swords to the Four of Swords to the Page of Wands. Not wanting to be stuck in the past. Getting stronger day by day. The Strength card and the Knight of Wands. Wanting to play with excitement. Becoming more excited again. The Six of Swords in reverse with the High Priestess is how it starts. Some people, there could be some Sag energy out there that might have had a hard time letting go. This tells me letting go or losing sleep over situations, being upset. Page of Wands. I feel like the message here, I feel like what I'm supposed to say with the Page of Wands is the best thing is to get strong with your own self-righteous communication and play with what's going to make you happy. Some of you, meditation may be the answer. Seven of Wands reversed. The World. Accept things that are out of your control. The Queen of Cups reversed. The Two of Swords reversed. Make the decision. That higher calling is trying to tell you a situation is what it is. The Nine of Swords. You've been really upset. Some of you, the message is you've been very upset. And I feel like you're not supposed to be upset. You're just supposed to move on. Some of you, it's moving on I'm going to tell you, it's starting over. And it could have to do with foundations or acceptance around family. Whether you got put out of a family, whether you missing somebody in family, whatever the situation is, focus on the foundations, not the things that hurt you. Let that be behind you. Let that be the past. Do not wear your heart down anymore. I feel like you've been trying to put on a show that you need to put behind you. You know, you need to cut free of the pain. Somebody's going through a lot of hurt. Look at this. This is the hurt card. The Hermit reversed. The Hangman. The message is the Hangman and the Nine of Cups. Emotionally, let it go. Do not hold on to things for too long. Fight for the balance. Whether it's something you miss in love or giving yourself the love and the worth, walk away from anything that stresses you out or that's holding you back. I'm going to tell you, there's things that happen that may feel like they throw us out of balance or out of whack. I feel like the message is cut free of the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions of it. Don't even look at it. Like, it just, another message here is somebody's holding on to that. This is what it's telling me. Somebody's trying to let go of the building of a love situation. This person wants to let go of this love situation, but they still care about it too much. Somebody cares too much, and emotionally, you would be hiding how you feel if you told me otherwise. This may not be everybody's reading. I do feel like you stress about it, and you stress about change. Some of you, I get this, I feel like change and loneliness. This made me feel very lonely. I don't know why, but somebody may feel lonely or like they like being by themselves or they don't get comfortable being depressed, whoever that's for. Somebody may be out there feeling really depressed. I feel like you need to pick up the pieces. The balance might feel off. Somebody may feel like unsure of what to do with themselves, or like they're drowning, or they're holding back on doing the right things or releasing situations, emotional things that upset them. I feel like you're working towards this. Do you feel like you will get this? You'll go towards that direction. You'll get the truth and clarity that you need. You have the perception of knowing what's bothering you. I just feel like you're having the hard time getting into the happy Zen part of life right now. Building towards that, something like that's, you need to not stress yourself out and get peace with that, not work against yourself. The Moon to the Devil to the Six of Wands, I feel like you secretly know you've been depressed or holding back or not really focused on the victories ahead. I feel like if anything, you've been more holding back from people or love. It's people or love. The Judgment upright and Passion reversed. So maybe it's the outcomes in life that shattered you or took you down, or maybe it's a love situation that you haven't been running towards. Whatever it is, become passionate and open your heart again. I knew it was coming. Don't be confused. And it's upright. Do not be confused. If you've been emotionally conflicted, the wheel's not over. It's not over till the fat lady sings. You know that saying? Your happiness can still be found out there. Just because you put roots down doesn't mean you can't grow thicker, stronger roots or more roots off the tree. That's what I have for you. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn. Here we go. All right, Capricorn. What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Your intuition's definitely showing up. Maybe the happiness of the intuitive nature that you have with your I'm going to say with yourself or the ones around you. I don't know why. I feel like your intuition may spark a lucky break or might make something show up that makes you happy. I don't know whether that's happened or ends up happening for some of you. Show me something for Capricorn. The Wheel. Some of you may choose you might be in the right place at the right time. Something like that. Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the King of Cups. Others of you have learned to walk away from things that make you feel unjustified. Some of you guys have decided, if it's going to put me out, you know what? Did it really put me out, or did I decide to walk away on my own? I get that energy. Like, that's what you do, like how you feel about a situation. And you might have made a decision too. If it stressed you out before, you've moved on. Your reading is very easy. Two of Swords to the Eight of Swords to the Three of Wands. So either you're working on moving on from things that stress you out, and you're learning how to do that at your best of ability, emotionally reject it or not let it be a burden, not really revisit it kind of energy, kind of looking away from it energy, accepting it for what it is, allowing it to be an ending, knowing what's best. I feel like you're knowing what's best, not looking at a situation. You're at one point you were looking at it. Now I don't feel like you're doing that. You're not wanting to be confused. You're starting to build that momentum and run with it. I'm going to tell you, it's probably the right avenue. Others of you, it could have something to do with traveling or just building the right relationships or friendships. It's relation or friendships. I feel like emotionally you don't want to be disgusted, or you don't want to play with anybody that runs over your emotions like it's a trailer tractor kind of energy. You're like, hell no. If it doesn't show up with balance, it can go. It can go before I even let it come around me. I'm going to focus on what's good for me, and I'm going to go with the slim pickings. Some of you have thought about this for a couple of years, maybe a year and a half, something like that, or have been wanting to see the manifestations take place and change. Good. You could have been two different nationalities. The person you were with that you had an ugly fallout with too, by the way, that really hurt you or broke your heart. Oh my God, the next card broke your heart. I'm looking at the moon and I'm like, really hurt you or broke your heart. Then this is here, like the person that did this to you. I'm like, ah! I feel like you're not letting it keep you suspended or stuck in air anymore. I think you've put the brakes on it. And now you're trusting the ability or foundation that's meant for you, and emotionally not going to be wounded or let anybody play with your heart or stress you out. You also could be you could be wanting balance to come back towards you in the fun department. That's about having fun. All right. And it don't look like somebody that stressed you out. I feel like you're getting free of that, and you're accepting new messages from you might get new messages from somebody new. That's what I'm seeing. Whether you open to them or they open to you, whatever the story is for you. Here we go. All right, Aquarius. 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 What's showing up for Aquarius? What's showing up for Aquarius? What are you building towards? You keep showing me the Three of Pentacles on your energy. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times now. I think at least twice. What is that going to go? Let's see if it shows up in your reading, the Three of Pentacles. It might. There's the Two of Pentacles. Here we go. What's going on with Aquarius? 4 Swords. Some of you are being patient with yourself or knowing that's the best action. Some of you may be trying to be patient with yourself and may not be going out or having many thrills right now, having much open communication. So some of you are holding back from starting brand new communication with people, or not communicating with somebody you've already dealt with. It's a hell to the no. It's like, no, I ain't got time for you kind of energy. I don't want to say you're not important, but I'm not going to answer your call. I'm not going to pick up the phone. That's a dead ass no. You know, like somebody may feel like if they try to strike you down or strike your heart, that you wouldn't really feel like it's worth the effort. Maybe even wouldn't feel like intuitively, like you can emotionally trust building towards a situation. I feel like you're like, I don't know if I can emotionally go towards that. I don't think that's the right foundation. I think you've already had these feelings and thoughts in your mind. I think emotionally you didn't want to feel drowned by a situation like that. So you said no. You said no. If it doesn't feel like the right judgment, then I won't play with it. Three of Cups reversed, then I won't play with it. I want this. I want this. And how do I get this? Not by playing with something that I've already dealt with. I'm stronger than that. And I know that I've got to wait. Something about I need to wait and be patient in love. Emotionally, I cannot get distracted or let my thoughts get the best of me. If I had to let go or say goodbye, I had to cut them out for a reason. There was an unhealthy connection that was messing up or jeopardizing the stability or the contentment of the happiness in the relationship. And I feel like you knew that. I feel like that foundation that buckled, it just reminded you what emotionally you don't want to deal with as you move on. This is the message I have for you. Some of you, I'm going to tell you something. They may have tried to reach out or they may try to reach out. Psychically, they may try to reach out. I'm getting they may. Some of you, they may have already done it. Some of you, they're going to. You may hear from them again. Give it within like 90 days. I'm telling you, they may try to come rushing back towards you. Somebody may try to come in passionately, rush towards you. They may try. The Ace of Wands reversed. Somebody may try to be corruptive with their passion towards you. Will you accept the offer? Probably not. I don't think so. You may be too busy, or you may look at it, and you may be busy or focusing on something with friends or for yourself, career related, something like that. Distracting yourself, being obligated to other situations, so you're not available. That's what I'm seeing for Aquarius. Let's go to Pisces. Pisces. There we go. Pisces. What's the message for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces? Pisces, yours may be a little short. I will make it longer next time, but I don't have much time to get ready for work. So I'm going to read this quick. Pisces. You usually get the longest messages, Pisces, because I make you wait the longest. Tonight may be one of those nights where you kind of fall short. Sorry about that. Pisces. Let's see what's showing up. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Pisces. I literally have like 12 minutes to get ready for work by the time I leave this table, which I should have a cigarette right now. Good. Emotionally not wanting to deal with confusion or reckless thoughts. Probably try to throw them in the toilet or know that it's not worth it. Also, probably trying to accept being at a distance from a person. Could be a fire sign. Some of you are accepting you're at a distance from a fire, earth, water sign. I start with water, go to the Five of Swords. I don't feel there's a couple of swords, any sign for that matter. Fire, earth, water, air. But on the outside is water or fire sign. So prominent energy, strong energy, fire or water. All right. I feel like the message for you is stay solid and don't emotionally let things get to you. Stay focused and on your horse. I'm telling you, stay focused and on your horse. If there were things you dealt with, dilemmas, trials, situations, whether you tried to rush and fix it or move towards it or wanted to, I feel like now emotionally you're recognizing you might have escaped a bad idea. I think that was wise because I do feel like if you rush towards something, look at this. I bet you if you had rushed towards it, it would have fell apart before it started. Sometimes things are taken away from us that we want to manifest to show us that we deserve more, whether it's just healthier for us or better for us. The message here is you weren't supposed to play with it. And I get the theme that it's a fire sign or a water sign. It doesn't want to play with you. You don't want to play with it. Something like that. It might not have been showing up for you either. That's what it says. The Page of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords. It caused confusion, or it made you wonder if it was interested or it was. So you either tried to scrutinize it or tried to scrutinize your feelings, your emotions. One of you did that. One of you felt like the other one wasn't healthy or vice versa. or one of you might have even felt like the other person's too busy. I get either too busy or unhealthy. Somebody put a lot of thoughts into it. That might have been you. I feel like now emotionally, you've made the decision to go after balance and cut free from feeling that way. Saying no, letting that go, recognizing this is not the one. And I think the message that's strong for you, fight for balance. I said strong for you. Look at it. Look what's next. Strong, the strength card. Fight for yourself, your own independence, your own victories. Who cares about the judgments that make us feel like we're stopped dead in our tracks? You're never stopped dead in your tracks. Nothing can stop you. The only thing that stops us is not allowing the judgments of the past that weren't really meant for us to be our destination or our destiny. So what? It fell off. It fell off to teach you something. That's what this tells me. It showed you that no is no for a reason. Sometimes we have a hard time saying no to other people or saying no for whether it's you're the type to say no for somebody else. Sometimes it's better to say no for yourself or have that self-wit so you can attain the correct or the responsible party in a relation, in a family setting. Don't focus on the things that stress you out. Cut free of those. And I think that's what Pisces is fighting for. I feel like I feel like you might have been I'm going to say this. Some of you may felt like you were underestimated with somebody else. You may have felt that way. And I feel like the best ideal for you is just to move on and accept the changes that are coming your way. And believe me, they want to show up if you put your mind there. You know, I do feel like you're coming to the closure and you're working on yourself. You're working on yourself. Page of Pentacles, four of Pentacles at the end. You're putting the stability back in inside of yourself because you know you're worth it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually really smart. You know. Thank you all for spending the time with me. I have to run. I now have like 9 minutes to get ready and out the door. Have a good night. I'll catch you again hopefully tomorrow. See you later, everybody. Goodbye.